Should you invest in the just reopened IFB, or should you consider the alternative? Hatutaki feelings ama emotions hapa, we want to make logic decisions. We are going to compare these in terms of return, in terms of accessibility, in terms of the minimum amount that you need to invest in either of these, in terms of top-ups, if any, in terms of reinvestment of your funds, in terms of compound interest, and in terms of inflation. The special fund is our mystery fund to compare against the IFB. And today, allow me to mention MansaX. So let us start with the returns. When we came to the IFB, there are two options. There's the 15-year option, which is returning 12.5%. Then there is the 19-year option, which returns 12.965%. And remember, when it comes to the IFBs, just like every other treasury bonds, they pay every 6 months. So every 6 months utakuwa unapata coupon rate yako. Let's work with someone investing 1 million, multiply it by 12.5%, and then multiply it by 1, which is the year, but you're going to earn twice. So we are going to do 1 divided by 2. And what do you get over here? This one is going to earn 62,500 every 6 months for the entire period of the bond, or up until ile point yenye ata withdraw ama ata get rid of the bond. And what if you go for the second option, the 12.96? It's going to be the same formula, 12.965% times 1/2, and this is going to be 64,825. You can do the same kwa calculator yako to verify these figures. All right, what if I took my 1 million and put in the MansaX option? MansaX hainipatia every 6 months, inapatia every 3 months, but for fairness sake, I'm going to use the calculation that is going to give us an average return for every 6 months. So when it comes to MansaX, there is no fixed return, but then there has been an average since its inception. And the average has played every time above 17%. It is net of everything. Management fee, every other fees, every tax, if there was any, 17% will be the rate of return. But if you've been keen, you've noticed that this year, they are already at 21%. Since we have two rates over here, I want us to work with the minimum average that we've had, and let's stretch it a bit and say, what if they gave us a 19%? They've never given anything that is 15% or below. 1 million invested, multiply it, let's start with the least, the average, and then the duration, we want to make it fair to be 6 months. How much money am I going to make on this other side, investing the same amount that I invested on this other side here? And then this other one, 1 million, multiply it by 19, multiply it by 1/2. So looking at this, the result is going to be 85,000, and this is net money hitting the account. And if we use 19% as our return for that particular period, it's going to be 95,000 bob for those 6 months. This option here will make you 62,500 every 6 months. Of course, tax-free and everything. This is net what you get. And on this side here, if we go with a lower projection, you're going to make 85,000 every 6 months. And then coming to this other side with the slightly higher return option, you're going to make 64,825 kunradhi. And then on this other side, if we go by that 19%, this gentleman ama lady over here is going to walk away with 95,000 for the same 6 months. So I'm going to leave this here for comparison as we look at the other features that you need to compare when making a decision between going for the IFB and going for the special fund like the MansaX X. And the first thing that we are going to compare ni accessibility. Of course, if I'm going to put my money in either of these two, how am I able to access my money in case I run into an emergency? Hapo kwa IFB or the infrastructure bond, you only have three options. The first option to access the money is you wait for the period. Hii 15 years iko na 7.5 years for you to reach maturity ama arrive at maturity. This one has 15.6 years for you to arrive at maturity. That is option 1 for you to be able to access your money. Option number 2, this bond is an amortized bond, meaning that it has a duration whereby it will open a window for people to withdraw either all or some of the money. And you can access all of the money if it is 1 million and below. But if it is 1 million and above, you can only access, for the first option, 15-year option, you can only access up to 40% of your money at that point. Yenye ni 3 years for the first option. And for the second option, the point at which you will be able to access the money will be after 7 years from right now. So you would access 100% of the money if it is 1 million and below, or you can access up to 50% if it is more than 1 million. So that is the second option. And the third option to access this, you can go to the secondary market. The secondary market zitakuwa zinakuwa listed kwa Nairobi Securities Exchange, and you can be able to dispose of your bond, ukauzia mtu mwingine, someone else to take over from you. Hapo hivyo mambo ni mawili. If the market is doing good, inaweza ikapanda value, you make a profit from selling it. Na kama mambo imekuwa mbaya, like kumekuja na better bonds zinapeana better rates, you're going to make a loss because utauzia mtu at a discount. Hakuna mtu anataka kuichukua kama haiendi kumsaidia, so they will want to buy it. Wewe ulinunua 1 million, anataka kukupea 900,000 ama 950,000. So those are the three options where you can access money if you get into the IFB. On the Special Fund MansaX, iko na 6-month lock-in period. After the 6 months, or rather before the 6 months, ufai withdraw, uwezi withdraw. But after the 6 months, you can be able to access your money at any point yenye unataka, either the whole amount or a portion of this money. The next thing to compare between the two is the minimum amount for you to get on board. You only need 50,000 bob to get on board. Now, if you're on the MansaX side, you are going to need 250,000 bob. So hii kidogo inataka kufungia several people outside, and this is why I keep saying, please fatten the cow. Use your money market fund, your fixed income fund to grow your money, so that when you have more money, then you have options. And I strongly advise, as much as you achieve the minimum, whether it's 250,000 or it's 50,000, please don't be quick to put all your money in any of these two. Make sure if you're going to put your money here, at least wacha ikuwe uko na 300 and above, so that ukiweka 250, you still have some money aside. Kama you have 50k, usikimbie kuiweka yote hapa. Wait at least ifike kama 100k, then you can put some of your money here and have the rest imebaki somewhere else. It's a very dangerous thing to get into an investment na hauna hata emergency fund. The next thing that you're going to compare is top-ups. Are top-ups allowed on either of these? Top-ups on the IFB? No, zero. Ukishaweka 1 million, 100,000, 50,000, that is it. You're done. Special fund, you can do top-ups. Top-ups are capped at 100k minimum. Top-ups are allowed at from 100k and above. You can top up as many times as you want. This helps someone who's thinking about growth. So hii sio passive income only, but pia kuna growth included. So once you arrive at 100k, you have your 1 million, you have your 2 million, you sell off something, you can still do your top up right there. And after some time, if you want to access some of the money, you can still access it. Lakini hapa ukisha lock in, that is it. And then the other thing is reinvestment. While we are still talking about the top up, tumesha sema hapa uwezi top up. Na the interest that you get every 6 months, the interest hauwezi reinvest hapa. You can only take it and reinvest it elsewhere. You can put your money kwa money market fund ama the likes. But when it comes to the special fund, the interest that you earn is automatically reinvested. So it keeps growing your capital and keeps earning you more, because kuna hiyo effect inaitwa compound interest. Compound interest does not apply on this side here, but it applies on this side here. Hapa tuna deal na simple interest, hapa tuna deal na compound interest. Why? Because you reinvest the interest. Once the interest is earned, unless you withdraw it, it's automatically invested, meaning that the next time that you're going to do a calculation, it's not going to be 1 million, it's going to be 1,085,000 to calculate the next 6 months. Meaning that after 6 months za kwanza, the next 6 months are going to earn you more than you earned your first 6 months. This other side here, the only way that you can get to enjoy compound interest effect is if you take the entire amount here, or most of this money, put it in an investment like a fixed income fund or a money market fund for you to be able to enjoy compound interest from the returns or the passive income that you receive from your IFB. And I strongly advise, please, the coupon that you're going to be receiving every 6 months, usikule yote. Hii si ati ni income ya kukulipia nini, ya kukulipia your bills and stuff, alafu unamaliza yote, then unangoja the next one. I've done a video to explain the mathematics behind that, but please ensure that you are not eating over 50% of this coupon that you're going to receive. Otherwise, you're going to lose your money through inflation, which is our next point. Inflation tends to affect, as much as right now our inflation is at about 3.8%, you can only heal or cure this inflation problem by reinvesting at least 50% of this coupon that you receive every 6 months. It could be a money market fund, it could be a fixed income fund, or take that money, put it elsewhere in another fund that will be earning a return on investment and growing that money. But if you're going to consume all this because you've done bond laddering, you've done I don't know what, at this is paying my expense, this money by the time unaitoa pale, it will not be the same value that it had by the time that you are investing it. This is not to burst any bubble. This is not to tell you that, oh, this is better than this. It is logic. Kama you're making a decision, if you have 2 million, then I can put 1 million or 1.5 million there and 500,000 over here in the spirit of diversification. Lakini usikue tu unabebwa na ile wind, ile emotions, feelings. Kenyans were very good at that. Oh, me IFB, tax free. Man, relax. Wacha to invest without being emotionally attached. To invest na facts. Please leave your feedback in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Otachi and I can't wait to see you in the next video.